Hey everyone, it's Rosie from RPS Makeup. This week's video is going to be showing you some products for dry skin. I have dry skin and there aren't many videos out there catered for those with dry skin. There are so many people out there with dry skin and so many videos about oily skin. So I've picked out a few of my favourite products, skincare and makeup. So I'll start with a cleanser, and this is the Garnier, now I said this in my beauty haul, I don't know how to say it, Micellar cleansing water. Really similar to the Bioderma. L'Oreal do one as well, but you get more for your money with the Garnier one. And it looks like water, it feels like water in your skin. I just put it on a cotton pad and it removes your makeup really well. I would suggest doing it once with a cotton pad to get your makeup off and going over again just to get everything off. Because it is for sensitive skin, it's not harsh on your skin, but it also means that it's not quite as quick to take your makeup off as other things. Just a little tip though, if you do have dry skin, stay away from face wipes. I use them for years. If you use a face wipe, your face then feels really tight. Because face wipes can be quite wet, if you cover your face in that and then leave it, your face doesn't produce any extra oil. It feels like it's already got the oil there, so it feels like it doesn't need to produce any more moisture, which is why they can dry out your skin. They can be harsh on your skin, so I would just suggest moving away from the face wipes. Also, these last way longer, and you could pick up one of these for the same price as a pack of face wipes, and this will last you loads longer. It says 200 uses. I'm not sure it would actually last that long, but it's a lot better than 25 face wipes. Then my ultimate favourite dry skin product in the world, and if you watch my videos on my channel, you'll know this because I'm always talking about it, and again it's Garnier Moisture Match for dry to very dry skin. It's a really heavy moisturiser, but it doesn't take ages to soak into your skin. It just makes my skin feel so moisturised, and it's like a relief to put it on. Now this can be pretty tricky to get hold of if you're not in the UK, but I've checked on eBay and you can get it shipped over for about the same price as you would pay for this in the UK anyway. So if you've got dry skin and you're really struggling to find a good moisturiser, I'd definitely go with this. This beats any of the higher moisturisers I've ever tried, and it's a fraction of the price. If you are from the UK, it's always on offer, and you can get it in supermarkets, you get it at Boots and Superdrug. Lots of people that have tried this after I recommended it agreed that it was awesome. But I always have really, really dry lips. Now it could just be because I don't drink very often, don't drink enough water, I never really feel thirsty. Or it could be something to do with having dry skin, I don't know, or that's probably linked. It's probably all linked. Anyway, so I always find the need to have a lip scrub, and these Lush ones are really good. This is a popcorn one. I also have the bubblegum one. The bubblegum one I find is a little sweet, and the popcorn one is a bit salty, so just exfoliate your lips and then you can lick it off. Now you can just wipe it off, but I find it easier to lick it off. If you wipe it off, you tend to end up with crumbs all over your face, which is never good. They're really affordable and they last forever. Like, I've got 2 bubblegum ones on this one and I'm not even close to finishing any of them. This is definitely my favourite primer for dry skin, and it's the L'Oreal Lumi Magique base. Now I think it might be called Lumi True Match or something in the States, and it's just a luminous primer. So it comes out white and it's like pearlescent. And then when you rub it all over your face, you look like you're quite shimmery. Not like thick chunks of glitter, just like shimmery. So you put it under your foundation and your foundation just glows. It makes you look like your skin is just glowing. It's amazing. It makes your makeup glide on and it keeps your makeup on really well. This is really similar to Strobe Cream by MAC. Strobe Cream is slightly thicker than this one, but Strobe Cream is about £24 in the UK and this is £10, so I would definitely, I've got through quite a few tubes of this. I love this stuff, and I've heard people with oily skin love it as well, so it's not just for dry skin, it's really, really amazing. And to go with that, the L'Oreal Lumi Magique foundation called True Match Lumi, I think, in the States. This is also amazing. I prefer it to the True Match because I find the original True Match can cling to dry patches. This and this together, if you've got dry skin, this is just a beautiful combination. These two together will just leave your skin absolutely glowing. The other foundation I'm going to mention is a higher end one, and it's the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. Water based, so you have to shake it up well beforehand. It can be quite expensive. It is quite similar to the Revlon-NEARLY Naked, but I much prefer this foundation to that one. It's really, really light, so if I squirt it on my hand, it's quite runny and it runs off, but it gives a flawless, like, it's not heavy coverage, but it just makes your skin look gorgeous, and I find it really hydrating on my skin, and I really, really love it. I love the finish of it. It lasts really well as well. I absolutely love it. I think it's about 30 something pounds, so it's quite expensive. But I've had mine for about a year. Now obviously I change up my foundation all the time, but I still have quite a bit left, so I will repurchase it when I run out. I love it. Then for concealer, I've got like a high-end one and what I would consider a dupe for it. The high-end one is the Clarins Instant Concealer. Now I've not heard anyone else on YouTube ever talk about this. And the only reason I know about this is because I used to work on a Clarins counter. It's full coverage, I would say, but I find it really hydrating because most full coverage concealers can be quite thick. They can cake up under your eyes and look horrible and not work well for dry skin, because I have quite dry under eyes as well. This just feels really moisturising when I put it on, but it gives like flawless finish. 15 mils, which for a concealer is really good, and it's about £15. So you're really getting your money's worth. This is going to last me so long. And then one I would say is pretty much the same is the RIMMEL-MATCH Perfection. This feels, when I put it on, it just feels the same. It's really moisturising, it gives good coverage. I really love it. The only thing I'd say is this is probably slightly lighter coverage than this one, but they both give the same kind of finish. It's moisturising. This one is about £7, so this is, if you're going to just try one out, definitely go for this one first. If you love it, you will definitely love the Clarins one. The Beauty Blender. Now you can get dupes for this. I've tried loads of dupes and I don't think any of them are worth the money apart from Real Techniques one. Now I'm still, even though it's the most similar one I've found, I still prefer my Beauty Blender. Although I quite like the shape on this one, it's quite good. Using a damp sponge is great for dry skin because you're adding some of the moisture back into your skin. It can help your foundation stop looking cakey and gives a flawless finish, and it feels, I find it feels hydrating on my skin. So if my skin is looking super dry one day, then I'll definitely use a damp beauty blender. These are amazing and definitely worth the money. Most people with dry skin stay away from powder, and I always did until I found one that I actually liked. And I don't particularly use powder for making myself look matte, but what I use it for is because I want my foundation to last as long as it can possibly last, especially if I'm working throughout the day, I'm busy, I don't want my foundation to look minging at the end of the day. So my absolute favourite one I've found is the Revlon-Nearly Naked. If you feel it, feels like flour, and they are really finely milled, so you don't get big chunks of powder, and it never, for me anyway, clings to any dry patches. It just sets my foundation, it looks really good. I really, really love this. This is the best powder I've ever found for dry skin, and it's pretty difficult to find one that doesn't make you look powdery and dry. This one doesn't, it just sets your foundation. It's what I'm wearing now. I absolutely love it. That is all of the products I've got to show you today. I do have some more dry skin videos on my channel, which will be linked down below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see me next week, and thumbs up this video if you liked it, and I will see you next week. Bye.